short people. Short people problems.
Little people hormones.
All right. Let's get started.
Good morning.
Good
Morning, good afternoon. I don't know what it is.
Wherever y'all at.
Okay. We international today.
Yeah.
So.
Still morning here. You know what I'm saying? We getting up. We had, oh my God. Let's start from the beginning. We had a phenomenal vacation.
We're gonna start from the start.
Yeah.
Of when we was at the airport.
Yes.
So we're gonna start that way.
The bullshit.
Okay.
Sorry.
So it has just been very interesting how when you travel more and more and more, you see just little things that you notice more frequently, especially when you get to the airport on time. I'm usually never on time. Okay. I'm usually that person that they calling over the loudspeaker party of so and so. Damn. All right. So I'm bad with that. I'm bad with that. Yeah, I'm bad with that. So this time we actually got to the airport. How many hours before?
Like 3 hours like we supposed to be.
So she made us be there 3 hours like we're supposed to.
I will not miss my motherfucking flight, okay? I'll see you when I get there. You know what I mean? And listen, I was so proud of her. She was supposed to be there at 2:45. She got there at 3:10. I was a little nervous. I was about to be like, all right, meet you at the airport.
So we put that pedal to the metal and got here.
She did 110. Listen,
y'all know anybody that knows me knows I don't drive fast.
Yeah, she did 110. We was there, no problem, on time. Boom.
Then we had to park the car.
Yes.
We parked the car, and
people was trying me. They was trying me on my little bit of time sleep. Like, we get there.
And it was what time was it in the morning? It was like what?
4
o'clock. It was 4 a.m. in the morning. And like, okay, we're flying out, but everybody else ain't supposed to be flying out. Like, get another flight, okay? At a different time. So it was really busy when we dropped the car off. And it was cold. That was another thing. Okay. They didn't have a little waiting area, which would have been very nice for people at 27-degree weather. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you know the vans only the shuttle comes like every 15 minutes. So that 15 minutes that just left before you got your stuff, you waiting that 15 minutes in the cold.
For a long time.
So yes.
Long time. So we waiting. We getting there. We already prepaid. We getting there. And then they hit up with the bullshit. You have a bigger truck. Delane's like, my shit is not that big.
Oh, that's right.
I was like, I already paid. She's like, she already paid. I was like, all right, here you go. It's another 35, what, 35, 40 First it said 25. I need to charge your car 31.
Yeah, it came with taxes. Because I was like, you said 25, sir.
Even though we already paid taxes before, which is weird.
He was like, it was taxes. Yeah, whatever.
So
and I took a screenshot of my mileage, and I told him I went around my car. So I noticed 2 scratches on there that I did. And it better only be those 2 scratches.
Okay. He was laughing. That's just funny. So we go in there, we do that, we go outside, and all of a sudden it's mad people coming out. I'm like, the fuck? All right. They already see us here. The van gets here. I'm kind of still tired. And everybody jumps in this van.
Especially that little man. That little short man, Napoleon syndrome. You know how you see a little man that he be trying it all the time? And
he was mad. He was real mad.
He was bad. He was the first, and he was after us. He the first one in the truck, in the shuttle to put his luggage in. Like, boy, you better be glad it was enough room for everybody because your little shit would have came all the way out. Okay?
Because listen, everybody was in there, ain't no seats. I said, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, we was already here, so y'all need to figure it out. Delana said, y'all can't laugh it. And guess what they did? They laughed it because I was about to make a shit show.
Figure it out. If we wasn't gonna get to our flight, nobody was getting to their flight
because we was the first ones there. It was one other person prior, but it was a bus full of motherfuckers coming out of one car after we didn't got already waiting. So that's not what we're gonna do. We're not gonna leave us for last. And then we get there. We go on them up. We get to our little terminal. We at
before the terminal. Okay, so I had pre-TSA check-in. Okay, when my son was traveling nationally with the football team, I did have it. I felt that was more worth it because I was traveling a lot more. Well, I should have probably renewed it, okay? Because this one had global entry. I didn't even know what the heck global entry was, and I travel a lot. So, if she's like, I'm like, go ahead, girl, use your pass. I'll see you on the other side. She's like, no, we're going to stay together. Because when we first got there, you had a problem with your filling out the immigration form.
I said I was already here.
They said she was out chapel. She'd been here a couple times. We just didn't. I didn't know it. Okay.
They
So,
definitely did. She was like, "You've been here. It says 2022." I'm like,
and 23.
"Oh yeah."
It said you was here twice.
I was like, "No, I was thinking about it, but I never came yet." I was thinking about it. I was traveling everywhere else. So it took us a little while to do that, and she had to fix it. And then we go to the line. I'm like, "All right, we're gonna stay together. You know, we came here to stay together." Lord,
She looked at that line and she was like, I said, sis, I told you to go ahead. I'm used to this little line. You know, it wasn't bothering me. And she was like, I know I'm not going to have to take off my shoes. I don't take off my shoes. Okay. Now, if you know Dre, she's super OCD. Okay.
yes, walking
So
on the
that was
dirty ass.
already going to drive her crazy. So we get up to the checkpoint where the guy has to check your passport and everything else. And he puts a little red sticker on hers and goes, you don't have to take your shoes off. Go ahead. So I say, giving out red stickers, you might as well stamp my sticker on there.
Yo, he was dying laughing, yo.
I'm just saying, for what? We appear today. We appear today. He didn't find that very funny. I guess he wanted to keep his job. It is the holiday season. So kudos
That
to
was
him.
hilarious, yo. I was cracking up. He was like, "Oh yeah, you don't have to go." So they just walked me through the little bit. It's like, oh God, I'm appalled. I'll take my shoes off this dirty ass floor. You're crazy. What?
So I took a picture. We'll share it on YouTube. Where her being with the common folk in line.
I was like, this is not me. This is beneath me.
She wasn't very happy about it. I put it in our group chat. She wasn't very happy about it.
They was laughing at me, but it's the truth though.
Listen, you gotta know your friends. I already knew this was gonna be. I knew that was gonna be a hard thing for us. So I said, "Friend, go ahead, friend. Go ahead, friend."
Oh my God! Check my bag. Check my bag for what?
She was here twice already. They should have checked her bag. See, that's how people be getting stuff over and over internationally. Y'all be getting that global entry, and y'all bag don't be getting checked.
So we go through there. Then we go to our terminal, American Airlines. I loved American Airlines. However, it almost had me have a heart attack. We go over there.
They were nice, but I just felt like I didn't have enough cushion. I think
Yeah.
they could have had thicker seats,
Yeah.
for us full figured women. Not wide enough seats, just the thicker patty. Okay, that's what I was talking about. Just so y'all know, because I needed wider. I needed
You got that cake, girl.
the cushion.
You got that cake. You got to go. It was like,
Oh, I did. I definitely got the cake, but somebody must have had cake before I got there. They wore that chair out.
that shit was flat as hell.
Girl, that was flat. That
I was good.
flat.
I was in a good area. I'm sorry.
Her global entry shit. Don't worry, y'all.
I'll be up here.
The next trip, I'm gonna get my global entry. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see what it's all about.
Oh my God.
So then we get to our
No.
destination.
Mhm.
I think it was like 8:10,
Yeah.
where we had to wait for our flight to board.
Yeah. And that's where the shit kicked in.
That's where it went down.
They had these nice benches. It was kind of early too. She was tired, so let's stay up here. I'm like, you sure you want in the chair?
And I'm nosy, right? So I wanted to watch the people since I was on time. I wanted to watch the other people who weren't on time running for their flights.
And let me tell you, you'd be surprised on how many motherfuckers be running late. Literally running late.
It's actually kind of sad because it made me kind of get a little better appreciation for being there on time because they was running like track stars, like they was sweating, pulling. They wasn't even having the suitcases on 4 wheels. They was 2 wheels, airborne. Okay.
I just thought that shit was funny.
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh my God. We sitting there, we chilling. I had my hair up a little messy bun. Because you know my travel bun. I'm like, I kept feeling something on my hair. I'm like, bitch, maybe you just tired.
Like it's the curls. It's the curls, girl. It's
Yeah,
the curls. You got
that's what
going
the
on.
lady said. She was like, no, it's just the curls and it's a little plant right there. I'm like, oh, okay.
It was a little plastic plant in the back. Like it was a whole neighborhood. Okay.
Of motherfucking roaches that I turned around into. I know you motherfucking learn. Listen, when I tell you, listen, okay, I'm laying there and then I kept feeling something on me. I'm like, bitch, like, what the fuck? I know I be OCD, but I'm like, did like this again and shit. Like,
and I didn't see it. I didn't see when she first said, it's something. And I'm like, only thing I saw was the little tree that came out, caught one of her curls. So I'm like, oh, no, it's just the tree. You go back to sitting there watching everybody. We having our little morning snacks. We eating our I think you had like a health bowl. A health bowl at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm eating 2 boiled eggs.
I was eating my salad. That was delicious at that time until I seen this motherfucking roach.
Messed it all up.
That was like this big. I swear to God.
And I think she paid like $25 for that
Yeah, I
salad.
did.
Okay,
I did.
that healthy meal.
But
Yeah.
it was delicious before I seen her.
I'm gonna take your advice on that. So I'm not buying $25 healthy.
It was delicious.
I'm not doing that.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'll take my 2 boiled eggs for me, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you until we get to our destination. That's
like,
gonna keep me
like,
right.
I'm not hungry. I said, I'm hungry. What are you gonna
I can't eat that early in the morning.
I said, oh my god, yeah, I gotta fuck that shit up. And I fucking was eating it, and then put my bowl on my legs. I said, let me sit the fuck up, cause I'm feeling something on me. Something said, look back. I looked and I said, is that something moving? So I wiped my eye again because I was a little bit tired. So maybe I was hallucinating. So I wiped that shit again, like, all right, let me see.
I see her move. I'm like,
turned around, and she was sitting like this next to me.
just like this.
When I tell you, my fat ass didn't move fast enough. I slid to the end. I couldn't even breathe.
I almost died. We almost didn't make it to our trip because
yo.
the way I slid off the chair, laughing hard as hell at her reaction. Because you know when they say, and this is not a racial thing, we're trying to make sure we're politically correct. When they say you see a black person run or move fast, go, and then you figure it out after that. Okay,
ask the questions later, not right now. So I got up. I couldn't breathe. I was
just like that. That's why I didn't know what happened. I looked and I saw, I know that's, and then we both, but she had already was halfway out the chair with the food on, like gone, and I'm like moving, and then these people to the side of us, these other ladies to the side of us looking. There's people to the right of us looking like, what's wrong with them? Because she's like, oh my
you know, look, the funny part is like, yo, you might not even, it might not even be on you no more, but it feels like it's on you, so you start bugging. So I'm like, it's a, she's like, it's a what? She's like, oh, she's like, it's a ouch. I'm like, yes, the fuck you think it is?
She wasn't making no sound. So when she was pointing, that's when I looked back like, and this, but at the point when she pointed out, it must have ran back inside. So it was like a lounge chair, the wooden lounge chairs. We've been in American Airlines, you know, we talk about the wooden lounge chairs. So when she first said it, I looked and I'm like, and then this big ass, no offense, because I love my New York people, this big ass New York size cockroach, okay?
Yes.
Because y'all know in New York, y'all got everything is extra. Y'all rats is bigger. Everything is bigger.
That motherfucker was eating. He was not hungry.
Or it was pregnant. It was one of the two. It was one of the two.
So guess what I did? Gave him my motherfucking food in that garbage can. You want it, you can have it. You want it.
And I don't even think it was one. Because the one that was on the chair, then I saw one on the right hand side once we actually got up. And it was like, it was their home though. Like, they was home.
Like we was invading their mother's space.
They was home.
Who am I to tell you anything different?
We came uninvited. Okay?
And let's make this very clear. I'm not ever saying like I'm better than nobody. When we were younger, a lot younger, I did have roaches. This was about motherfucking 11, 12 years old when we lived in a condo apartments. And guess what happened? I moved. I bought my shit before I moved in anything, and I never had those shits again. So, because once you get one, it's very hard to get rid of them motherfuckers. And I'll be damned if I cannot eat my food or I'm paranoid about something going on with it. No. I pay a lot of money to make sure I ain't got that shit.
And it was just on TikTok about the flight attendant, the airline that refused to let the person go on because they had cockroaches.
See?
On their luggage. Like, obviously.
Oh.
So, yeah. And then there was this young lady next to us, right? She had this bright ass pink luggage.
Loud as hell.
Okay? Not only was it loud, that shit was material and it was dirty. Okay? So, I was like,
it was.
You know, this is why we have to keep making investments so we can be on our own private jet soon. And we ain't got to be doing with this because I was going to be like, sweetheart, you couldn't have went to Burlington Coat Factory, even Amazon, and got a new little bag for $49. You go on a trip and you couldn't get a new bag. I hope she wasn't meeting somebody because if you was meeting somebody with that bright, dirty behind, hot pink luggage, girl,
yeah, that's it.
I would just said your hygiene is not where it needs to be.
Because you walking that shit, you taking that with you.
Yeah, it was suspect, especially when you fly. You know, you fly and everybody's on there. You with the common folk. So anything goes on the flight. You gotta be real careful.
I ain't beat, man.
Gotta be real careful. But
so yeah,
that was the start. That was our first. That was the second adventure. The first one was them trying to play with us on the shuttle.
Yeah, they was like, I said to them, I said, listen, I'm gonna tell you some good shit right now. Y'all better figure it out because I was here too early and somebody ain't gonna make it on this motherfucking they the lady said, you guys might want to lap it, and they did, because today is
Like
not the day to be playing around with me.
I was like, y'all gonna have to make us some room back there
As
because
calm as it was,
I already saw her voice. I saw her voice change. Like she goes from, you know, to excuse me.
Yep.
And I'm
That
like,
was it.
oh my goodness.
I gotta make an adjustment. I'm gonna make that adjustment, but it
We
ain't
about
gonna
to
be
be
the best one.
in. We about to. The police from Newark about to come and get us before this flight. We about to tear it up.
You ain't never lied.
And then we're still gonna get a refund.
That part.
Okay.
Because I'm
We're still gonna catch our
I'm
flight.
gonna write a long ass motherfucking paper about it. And I'm so mad I didn't take a picture. I was trying to get up off that motherfucking chair so bad. I couldn't get a picture of this motherfucking roach. And I would have wrote into them, yo. Like, listen, I got anxiety, and I'm still gonna write to them, picture or not. Like,
I'm sure we're not the first person.
No,
That was the whole house. They was
there.
in the project here.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. We flew here. Oh my god, it was good. It's like the change of the flights wasn't bad.
Yeah, we stopped at Miami.
Yeah, stopped at
Miami.
Bring it to our next plane because we were supposed to be leaving like what 10-15 minutes later.
Yeah, they actually deleted.
It was motherfucking from D5 that we had to go to D51. How the fuck? What?
Yeah, that was wild.
D5
then they had these motorized little
yeah, the handicap chair thing.
I don't think it was a handicap. I think it was drug trafficking. I think it was scanning everybody's bags. There was no pilot on this thing. It was auto remote. It was a remote control.
It looked like a
wheelchair. Literally, that was just going up and down. It was a couple of them.
I was gonna walk with a lift to get on.
Girl, I was about to jump on the ride. We needed to get to D55 faster. Mm-hmm. But I was like, wait.
That's kind of
that was really weird.
Like,
that was super weird. Yeah. I had to do some research on finding what that actually was because I swear that was just scanning stuff like them dogs sniffing. Yeah. That was it was literally going up and down like no rhyme or reason. It was.
And they would stop when they got close to somebody, like, and then go around like, how the fuck you doing that? I'm like, all right, this is crazy.
That must be a nice job. So if I can sit inside somewhere and literally use the wheelchair and use the remote to find that out for my kids.
And you ain't got
to find another job for them. They need another job.
Silly girl, I cannot.
2025, we all trying to get to that bag.
Yes. We got here, and then they fucking checked our passport like 30 times.
Yes. Going through. They definitely
like at least 5 times. No exaggeration. At least 5 times. Like, bro, we got through the first set of 2 and 3, and then you go again, and then we had to go catch our other plane. They had to check it again. Like, how many times you gonna check it? But okay, maybe it's people trying to go somewhere else and escape somewhere. I don't know.
Then they were doing like a random check.
Yeah, they did not they did her random check. That was kind of crazy. So they definitely making sure your ass supposed to be in this stuff. And if you're not, you stuck. And then we told the guy, listen,
it's a beautiful place to get stuck.
Yeah, it is. It's very pretty, very nice. Oh my god,
and the people are very good looking here.
Very tasteful. Very nice. What else we got going?
Super peaceful. The water was so nice. It was when the water's so blue.
That's all I was like.
Oh, so then after we did the pass. Oh, I don't want to jump because I always jump. If y'all seen the YouTubes, I always keep going. So let's go back, like you said. So when we first went through, they was checking so many times. Then something went beeped. I think it was it Taz?
It was you.
But Taz, I think, went before me and got beeped. So you know how to get wanded or whatever like that. So we're already now here at our destination, and they're laughing at us, okay? Because we are just being comical. Because we're over being, first of all, our passports getting checked. So now we being super comical, super funny, like good vibes. They had really good spirits. And then when I got off the plane, before we even got that part, I was knocked out on the plane. So they were trying to wait for me when you go through after you get off the little small plane. Was it a small plane? No, it was a big plane.
That was a big plane. But they make you keep going, like you can't stop. So we was like, we wait for our friend. It was like, wait for her inside. I'm like, inside? I'm like, inside was inside. How she gonna know we're there? How she gonna know? She was gone. Knocked the fuck out.
I was knocked out. Girl. I sleep well on a plane. But the thing of it is that I hate when people that be in the back of the plane or the middle of the plane get up before the people in the front. Like, where y'all going?
Well, that's one.
They had 2 different sides. But that's when I realized it, and then we went to the back. But a lot of the airlines, planes, when everybody lands, everybody jumps up so fast and grabs their overhead bag, and y'all just be sitting there. So I hate that. I'll still stay seated until that happens. But I got up. I was knocked out. The guy next to me, Eric, wound up getting his Instagram because he makes wood. He carves things out of wood.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah, for his table and everything else.
Which is good because I always like meeting people and talking to people because you never know how you can invest with other people or help them out or they can help you out. So it's always a good thing to like not be a bitch and fucking nose up in the air all the time. Speak to people. It's okay. It's not gonna happen. You know, it's like I never flirt with no one. I'm gonna talk to you and ask you,
Absolutely.
like, hey, what's going on? Oh, okay. It's not like I don't move on the trying to like get to know you like that. I'm trying to help you out some money, or I'm trying to get me some money. So as in that aspect, is if you might know somebody or you might know something that I might not know. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy that we had with the boat, he was telling us about like how much they have here and buying Airbnbs and stuff like that. That's what it's about. Like I hear people,
Networking.
yeah, like you hear people like, oh, I don't really like to travel. Who the fuck don't like to travel? Like you like to sit in the house?
Brokies.
Yeah, like you want to sit in the house and not me. Listen, I'm trying to go somewhere 6 times a year. Like, and I'm not talking about no little state to state. The little state to state, that's staycations because you staying within that state. I want to use my passport. I want that shit to be so marked up that you have no pages. Yes, because for what? You gonna live life and never went nowhere, did nothing? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You working yourself to the ground for what? Make it make sense.
Absolutely. And the networking is everything because you have somebody who knows something. That's how you build on anything, your brand, your knowledge.
Yeah.
You know someone that might know have a piece of this puzzle, and then you have a piece of the puzzle, and now y'all can put it together, and now voila, got a masterpiece. So, and everyone's trying to find different avenues of revenue nowadays. Like you're looking at everyone, people are not worried about these 9-to-5s anymore. Like, yes, everybody needs to pay their bills. So people are going into 9-to-5. Nothing wrong with that. But people are getting smart enough to know that it's about making money for myself, for my generational wealth.
Yeah.
You, especially if you're a hard worker, you're making money for somebody else's family.
I'm just investing in. I'm your tool while y'all taking vacations. Shit, that don't sound like.
Then they want to write you out when you late for work.
And believe you me, when you dead and gone, they're gonna replace your job the same way they did
quick, fast, and hurry.
2 days later after that man got shot. Okay, we got another position put up in there. Yeah. Like you gotta live your life. I'm sorry, that's just
revolving. The world just revolves, and you better either get on that revolving wheel, or make your own wheel.
I never understood that. Like how fuckers is just, or excuse me, how people are like just okay with. I'm just gonna be working. I don't really have time for vacation. How you don't have time for vacation? How you don't have time to go places and do stuff? Or I'm gonna wait until I get money. You're gonna be waiting for the rest of your life.
Yep.
If you're gonna be paying Peter to pay Paul, like, nah, you gotta. If you really want to do it, save $200 a month for a year. Like that's small. If you got habits where you drinking, you smoking, that's the investment that you could take for you to go travel and go to these places and see stuff. To just go out of your house and go to work, and that's not no life. Well, not for me anyway. Some people like that shit. That's the people that are miserable and they fucking depressed because they ain't seen nothing.
It helps you reset when you really go on vacation. It really, and it's not even just you; it's your kids too. Yes. Like when you take your kids out of schoolwork, mental, they're dealing with stuff too. You know what I mean? So when you take them and you put them somewhere where it's peaceful and it's just
show them something different. Show them something different.
And show them the world. There might be some place where they might not want to live in their town. They might want to live in a state. They might want to travel. But if you're not exposing them to anything different,
that's all
they're going to be stuck.
Product of their environment. Because that's all they know. You didn't open them up to anything, to travel. So now they're scared to go somewhere else. Or they're scared to change a little bit of change. Nah. I take my kids everywhere, but now the older ones are older. But like last year we went on a cruise, you know what I mean, all together. Yeah. But prior to that, we went to fucking Puerto Rico. They went to a lot of places. Lo was traveling. He was like 5 years old, fucking DR to that wedding, like, and been going places there, cruises, everything. I don't just like some people just be traveling and leaving their mother kids, which is fucked up. But that's
you do have to have an adult only trip.
Yes, at least once a year. That is true because you need to be able to be turned. But the kids, you do 1 year, and then they get older. They can pay for their own selves. So you don't have to pay for them to go.
Wait, did I just do it? Gang signs? I meant to do a heart. Sorry, I meant to do a heart. I wasn't doing a gang signs. I was trying to do a heart.
Get us banned.
And I got red on. I just wanted to make sure. This was supposed to be my retarded heart. Okay, this is a retarded heart. Yes, there you go. That's a little bit better.
You know, so funny. I can't. But like, it's just like when you traveling, you see so many different things. Like I say that all the time. Like we don't just we travel to go have fun. But we do it like educational stuff. Like we'll go and like we were traveling into town. Yo, we had there's a kid in the store over there. I had Delana. I was like, yo, go take a picture of the boy. She's like, all right.
Little
This
Juan.
little boy had to be 8 years old, if
Yep.
not maybe even younger than that. He was running that whole entire store by
Whole
himself.
store, gift shop.
By himself. Like
And he was able to convert the money from Belize money to American money. And we walked in the store like,
where your mom at?
all right, I'm looking like, okay, I see the kid in the front, you know what I mean? Maybe his parents are in the back. Then Tax was like, who's running the store? He was like, me. We was like, I know he lying.
Like he was insulted that we even asked him that.
Absolutely.
That they even asked him that.
And he was little. I literally took a picture of him. Well, I asked him if I could take a picture first, though. And he was like, yeah. Well, you know what I mean? He had his phone. He was all on his phone, going through TikTok on his own. I'm like,
very warm, very welcoming. He was like, good morning.
Yes. Very well mannered about his business. And it was crazy because we said this, like, you go to other countries and the hustle with the younger kids is different.
Mm-hmm.
We do baby our kids so much more in the States. Because you think about it, all the other people, kids that come from other countries, they're young when you actually hear a lot of their stories. They're young when they come there.
Yeah. And
their hustle is different. So it was nice to see, even though we wasn't sure we were supposed to call the, CBS.
It was like,
but and what the guy told us when we first got here, nothing is illegal here. So
that's why I was watching my motherfucking dreams, because that shit sounded like it me trying to kill us.
So then that was a nice experience of seeing how hard working that little boy was. Then even before that, girl, when we first got here, so they drive golf carts here, right? Everybody drives a golf cart. So that was the funny thing because we had to maneuver that. First of all, the guy that bought us the golf cart, he had us in like a weird ass spot over a bump. I was like, bro, I usually can drive anything, but you got to get us out this little contraction because they had like so many golf carts all close together.
Yeah, it was like a cluster of
them. So then we are trying to, like, a lot of the streets don't have signs. Okay, so you're asking people, they like left to right, so you see a sign, or the pink house on the corner. We're like, a lot of these houses fucking pink. What you mean? So that was the first time we were trying to get to our where we were staying, and we went down to a dead end. We were right where we were supposed to be, but we just were too far down. And we saw this guy, and he's like, "Oh, we have Airbnbs," and we were like asking him, did he know? Because at first the service wasn't working. So then Drea asked him. He's like, "I'll call your host and try to get in contact with her." So the host didn't answer, but then he was like, "I think you guys are right on the water." So we back up, turn around. We finally found a parking spot, locked the golf cart. Then this really nice guy wound up bringing our luggage because we're right on the water, so we're all nothing but sand. He wound up bringing our luggage through the sand, which was so nice. We come around the corner, and the same puppy from around the corner down the street that was giving us directions,
trying to get us to get his Airbnb,
was at our door. Talking about, "Oh, you guys found it." We were like,
"Nigga, yes." Like, what the?
Where you cover, Bobby? And then he asked us, were we on the top floor or the bottom floor? You remember that? Bobby, you don't want none of this. Okay? So
told him I had the knife.
Go ahead. Thank you for being having hospitality, but baby, I don't think you about to run up in here.
I'm like, yo, how you over there? He's like, you guys found it. I'm like,
but it was so weird because we literally turned the corner when the other guy was helping us, and we walked into him.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you didn't know where we was going.
That part.
Okay, you found it. And then he was telling us that he had an Airbnb and that he oh, you couldn't find your place, you guys can come rent mine. Nope.
Pretty good.
Because you probably got camera.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Yes, he like a creeper.
He like, I want to see all them asses.
Creeper.
I was having a good time. I'm like,
yeah. Did we see him? I don't think we saw him again.
No.
I don't think we saw him.
Once he started seeing us with
yeah, he saw that we was with a group. You know what I mean? I think that really made a big difference.
Yeah, don't leave him alone because it was like, nah, I ain't beat. But it was definitely an experience. Definitely been an experience. We had a good time.
And then we happened to be right next to one of the restaurants, Lily's.
Yes.
We had breakfast there a couple of days. It was really convenient to go run across because Miss had my coffee every morning. So we went across, got cream, got sugar. Oh, let's talk about the tea before. When you made tea and you thought it was sugar, and
this air. First of all, this air here is totally different from ours. So
it's an
that's why I
adjustment.
keep on coughing. I ain't sick, but like you, when I'm breathing at night, I have a hard time. So we came
Humidity
back.
is
Yeah, the
different.
humidity is like so thick. So they had tea up there. And I was like, let me just drink some tea, some like hot tea, put a little sugar in there, put that shit in there. And that shit was
I'm already in the bed. I'm laughing because she was like,
I'm like, what? I went to go drink some and swallow it, bruh. Woo! It was salt. And it was in a
instead of
fucking
sugar.
sugar thing. It looked just like sugar. Like it didn't look like salt. I was like, she was like, you okay? I get salt. She was like, what salt? It is not sugar. She was like, oh,
She had to start all over from scratch again.
woo, child. Yes,
Mhm.
I most certainly did. That was like, I say, if you gotta get something. So when I went for day 2 to get my sugar for my coffee, I was like, let me go next door, make sure I ain't mixing nothing fuck up. Because that one last time almost took me all the way out. Blood pressure higher than mother. I ain't never had no blood pressure issues. But now they like, here you go. But yeah, that was something different there. We rode a boat.
Yes, we went on the boat.
My scary ass was scared. I was not playing back and forth.
The rest of the crew went snorkeling.
Yeah. I wasn't playing. I stood on business. Go ahead.
That's why I said, if standing on business, we tried to convince her. The instructor tried to convince her. He was like, I'll go with you. You're gonna be good with me. She was like, yeah, no. He even tried the feet, the little flappers on your. She was like, I don't know why he tried this on me. I was like, just go with it. Just go with it. But it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience snorkeling. I tried to snorkel when we were in Aruba, and I couldn't get the whole concept of the mask, breathing through your mouth. That the combination wasn't working for me. So I was like, went claustrophobic, took it off. I was with Dana. We went for some Christina's wedding. It was Caitlin, Zach. They all went scuba. They were like down in the sea.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't get the concept.
You said you like, yeah, it was a nice atmosphere, but like you said,
it was beautiful. Like when I put my face in and I saw the ocean.
This time you got in there, he was like a natural and shit.
Well, because you know what it was? He was such a good instructor.
And he was flirting with her too. He was like, you're gonna attract all those sharks with that booty. I was like,
no, he said with the purple. He did not say with the booty. He said with the purple.
Because her bathing suit was like this big. I got a picture of it.
It was a beautiful purple bathing suit made by Drea. No, it wasn't a thong. It was made by Drea. And it was also a double combo because it was one of our great friends who passed away, her favorite color, Felicia's purple.
Yeah.
So I was winning anyway.
Yeah.
That's why I knew they wasn't gonna bite me because I had my little ninja with me. I was a little nervous. I was like, all right.
Yes.
Then he took us out. First of all, he was telling us where we're gonna go. I think he explained everything.
He did the history of everything.
He did the history.
It was like a curl
of where we were.
I thought it was another beach out there.
Yeah, the canal.
It looked like the way it was, like the water was flipping. I did a video of it too. And I was like, he's like, no, it's just a natural curl. That's how they come through.
It looked really freaky. So one side, like Drea said, one side was normal, and then the other side you saw it was calm, and then you saw nothing but waves. You were like, what happens if you go over there? Are we going to see the mer people? Like, what's going to happen over there?
That's why I did not get my ass in the water.
So he had us like snorkel halfway there. Like we almost were there. You felt like the current getting a little bit deeper, and that's when he was like, let's turn around. But we saw baby sharks, we saw eels, we saw stingrays, we saw turtles in the water, all kind of different kind of fish. It was an experience. Like
I thought that was dope.
That was really cool. It was something that I'm glad I pushed myself because at first I was like, nah, I don't know. Once I saw how far he wanted to take us out, I was like,
it looked like it was like fucking 2 miles.
I really should have asked him how long we swam. I was like, my cardio ain't that good.
You had to go all the way there, and then you got to come all the way back. So it was definitely more than like a mile. I would definitely say, even as far as with my eyes to see, I was like, and I can't swim. I don't fuck with them. However, before my next trip, I got to take some swim lessons. I'm tired of being just like terrified of the water. Yeah. I mean, I ain't getting them with no sharks like y'all motherfuckers said. Fuck what you heard. I don't need nothing biting my ass. That's not human, okay? The fuck, no.
They kept telling
But
me
it was
sharks
good.
don't bite. Everything that has teeth bites. That's like
Yeah.
when somebody tell you, "Oh, my dog doesn't bite."
They
Yeah,
just haven't
yeah,
had a
he
taste of you yet. That's what they mean.
That's all.
That's what that's about. They ain't even taste. They ain't tasted yet. They ain't biting. It's like no, those are non-meat. They're non-meat eater sharks. The fuck they are. Yeah, right. They get think a little taste of blood. That's it.
It was nice. It was nice. And then we went back. When did we go from there? We went to Cocky.
Yeah, some island.
Damn it, what's the name of it? I say the wrong name. Coyote, Cocky. What?
They said it.
It was another island that the boat took us
He
to.
fed us too much like a rum punch. That's why I was fucked up. I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah. So on the boat, they fed us and they gave us alcohol, and then we bought our own too. So we was definitely
Yeah.
And got music. We got the aux.
It was a great, like I said, it was
Great vibes.
Great vibes. Great experience.
Then it started to
Great
rain.
everything. Yeah, and this bitch was on the front of the motherfucking boat.
Then it started to rain.
I said, bitch, I know you can swim, but the fuck? I said, you gonna go
No,
swim?
he said that we might see dolphins. So I went to the front of the boat to see the dolphins. Like I wanted all the experience.
I felt one raindrop, and I was like, bitch, you only got 2 times to go back and forth to the motherfucking front of the boat. They was going back and forth. I'm not that risky. Because I was just like, what if this motherfucker's tire, his rail decided to pop, and then I fucking go in the water, and I can't swim.
We would have saved her. We would have.
I know y'all would have. But listen, I probably would have panicked first, the first couple of...
We was coming to get you.
So I was like, no, we're going to stay. I'm going right in the front once or twice. I literally went in there, but she'll tell you maybe 2 or 3 times I went back. But I said, that's it. Let me sit back here. Let me sit back here. He was like, you sure you don't go up there? I'll walk with you. No, I'm good. I promise you. I'm okay.
But the wind changed too. Like once
it was very aggressive.
Yes. Once we were driving on a boat to that island, and then when I saw somebody else's TikTok, she said the same thing. Like when they got to a certain spot, it was raining. And that's very similar to what happened with us. So we got to, was it raining before we got there? I don't know. I fell asleep. So that was another thing. I fell asleep.
When we went to the one island where we was doing the
it rained coming back, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The rain coming back, but the rain is like, it makes the boat slippery.
Yes.
So now you're trying to come from the front to the back. Like, I don't need to bust my ass unless I'm already naturally clumsy. So I was like, let me just sit right here. Right out here. I sat my little area, whatever, next to the cooler, relaxing or whatever, and they was going back and forth. But it was definitely a nice experience. So we went to the smaller island, which was really, really dope. They called it something lizard or some shit. It was like lizard pictures. What was it? Remember where we took the picture with the oh my god, something lizard.
When we got off the boat?
Yeah. It was like me and you and Nakia took pictures with it was like greenish right there, and then we went another one. It was like Sun Beach something or something like that. It was like, remember there was different ones that said sip and dip was another one, but like they had so many different parts for you to take pictures at and stuff like that. I thought that was dope. We got some free shots because we showed our boobs. So hopefully nobody got that shit on camera. As per Delana and Shandia. Come on, let's go with some free shots. I said, we could just pay for them. No, you haven't done anything. You didn't do anything risky today because I like my life. It's like, I got more life to live. I don't want to go out like that.
You were supposed to tell it. You were supposed to tell it.
He was like,
what happens here stays here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to tell it. Oh, we showed our motherfucking boobs.
No, but then the one kid, Dre goes up there because she punked out. They want to go up there with us as a team, right? So then there's this young boy behind the bar, and she was like, "You're like my son's age. You got to move."
Yeah, he looked mad young.
He wasn't moving. He said, "I'm behind the bar, sister. I'm grown." Okay.
Oh my God! I said, Lord, please forgive me, this little young boy. Look at my boobs, man. We got our shot.
It's like when you go to New Orleans and you get beads.
Yeah, it was like that. Literally just like that. We looked down at the end of the table. The motherfuckers was like, and across. I was like, okay.
First of all, they wasn't ready for the thickness, okay? Because when we got off the boat, it was like,
hey, mommy, where you going? We are not going here. That's where we originally.
And there's a difference in thickness because there was some thick chicks there, okay? There's a difference. So that's all I have to say.
That's what we thought.
But we had a good time.
Yeah, that was a good time there too.
And then it started to rain while we were there, and then immediately. It's so crazy how they have everything built for like all the different weather. Because next thing you know, those little plastic things came down, like they closed us. Yeah, and then it stopped. Like that's one thing about being
it's
here.
Kind of like Florida, you know how Florida.
That's exactly what it's like. Yep.
It gives me
you
that
get the rainstorms, and the next thing you know, it's beautiful outside. Like nothing ever happened. You're like, I know they fucking lying.
Y'all like mind boggled. Like, how did you go from pouring down, like not being able to see to, hey, but that's how everything stayed beautiful because it's all the grass is all green. You don't see nothing like brown around here. Like
Wait, you saw grass when y'all
I
on
mean,
the road?
trees.
I was about to say y'all saw
No, we
grass.
did a little bit.
Okay, because y'all they went on an adventure. I stayed in bed for a little bit. So they've been so
Yeah, we did see some. We seen that.
the
We
shots
seen
been
some
real
big
around here.
houses.
I had to take a break.
Girl,
They know I got one good kidney.
not one good kidney. Yeah, there was some. It was more like swamp grass, like that.
Okay, like when we were driving to
Yeah, but that shit was
Secret
funky
Beach.
as hell, bro. Like the water.
But even when we went to the truck stop, it was like that. It was like really.
That's when I found
That's
out
how
they
you
got
know.
motherfucking gators. I said, how is gators over
No
here?
crocodiles. Alligators aren't. They said because
Crocodiles.
when we looked it up,
Yeah.
there's a difference because we didn't realize it. But when we were driving to Secret Beach on the go kart, and this one, I looked and the water was like swampy. We were looking at all the different houses and we're looking at investment properties and all the other stuff,
I
right?
did think I saw something, but I thought it was wood.
Right.
I thought it
And then
was
I was
wood.
like, I think that's an alligator. And she was like, I know you fucking lying. She almost grabbed the steering wheel. We almost crashed. I can't take it nowhere. Can't take it nowhere. We laughing so hard and they're in front of us watching. Like, what is so funny? We're laughing so hard when I tell you, like, my eyes were pouring. Like, I was crying.
Yeah.
I had to make sure, and I had to make sure I had the wheel. But this woman almost made us crash, and I don't even know because we probably tipped over in the water that she was screaming about. Cause literally, it's a skinny road that you are driving on, and there's water on both sides, and that is it. So we was tumbling and going over. Well, guess what? We was going in with the crack down.
I was scared. When they said that, I was like, she's just trying to scare me. When we went to the pit stop, the guy was like, I was like, she think you guys got alligators or crocodiles. He was like, we do. I said, what? He's like, yeah, we do. I said, how would they get? He was like, oh, they come out at night. Nigga, it's about to be night now. It's time to go. Come on.
But in Florida, you at least have signs. I don't remember seeing any signs.
The one you seen yesterday, I showed you.
Right, but once you got over to where the water was, that's the only time we saw the sign.
Yeah, no.
There was no signs like on the side of the road that say like beware crocodiles or anything like that. Like in Florida, you see that. You know what I mean? You know not to get out and pee.
So I guess they just don't care about people's lives. If you go missing, somebody got eaten up.
Maybe they're friendly crocodiles.
No, ain't no such thing, bro. Ain't no such thing. I can't. That's one thing I would say. Like, even when us were walking yesterday, I was paranoid as hell. Like,
now that you know, that's the problem.
I was like,
because at first she didn't. So she was like, yes, let's go. Look at the water. Da-da-da. When the water's so blue.
Nope, not at night.
Now she like, what's that?
Something moving. Scary ass. I don't play, a little bit, a little scary.
Listen, and then we went to Secrets and the Bayou. Was it the Bayou we went to first? Really nice place. Nice. The staff was cool. The food was banging. Mm-hmm. But I gotta work on y'all outdoor ambiance.
First of all, they had a bench that was like this. It was underwater. They want you to eat. How the fuck am I going to get comfortable eating underwater?
It didn't look like what TikTok showed.
They had on TikTok the umbrella was all nice and bright. There it was all beat up. But
they said they just had a storm not too long ago, but baby, as much as y'all charge for that food, y'all need to be getting new umbrellas. Import them, whatever y'all need to do. It helped with the ambience. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it felt like from going from the TikTok pictures to going there, it was like
kind of like disappointing.
It's the same place. But like I said, the food was delicious. The drinks were great. The iguanas were all over the place.
Literally, big, little, small. They climbing on the walls. That was like.
But we went there to be able to go into the water to eat. You know what I mean? That was the whole setup. But we made it work. It was fun. We had a good time. And then we went down to another part of Secret Beach, which was nice, which was a vibe. We met some people from Brooklyn. They was there. They was actually there for they've been there like for a week, I think. Yeah. And they was taking like a photo shoot. They was leaving. Someone will leave Sunday, and the rest of them were leaving Monday today. And they were doing like this big photo shoot with all the ladies in their bathing suit, and the guy was taking a picture. He was like, "Arch your backs." They was doing real. So we just walked over there, right? And we're girly girls, like. We here to party. We want to hype. We want to hype y'all up. We want to turn it up. We're not those hating ass chicks. They're gonna be like, oh my god, look at them. No, bend over.
I said, arch that back a little bit more and turn to the sides.
They were laughing at us.
Like, I said, no, I'm dead serious. Your picture come up at it. She did. She's like, oh, it did. I said, I told you.
Okay.
Get the angles, girl. Stop playing.
We was like, come on, y'all out here for what? We out here to party. And then we all kind of was sitting next to each other. Then they did the Viper. They were so nervous about it raining because it was supposed to rain later. And mind you, it was a 45-minute drive. No coverage, nothing. Just you in the road. So it's not like you can even stop and, like a bus stop area and stay under shelter. It's you that road for 45 minutes. So they were
and
like,
the road's not flat, first of all.
It's not.
Then you got potholes and that motherfucker. So every time you hit it, my titties was like, boop, 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 boop.
But we were warned because they did say that was a bumpy ride. So we wanted to be cute and wear our bathing suits with our cover-ups. And we should have wore like double sports bras on them rides. Okay?
You slide on that shit. Like,
listen.
Boop, boop, boop. I'm like, oh my
Even
God.
when it slowed down the bumps, it was crazy. So, and plus I was having a good time in the go-kart. We was having a good time. And we was talking. Yeah. She was making me laugh. We were looking at stuff. And next thing you know, there was a bump in the front. So, it was a little extra bump because, it is what it is.
That part. I was like, whoa.
That was fun. That was a nice place. And we had the Viper shots.
Yeah. That shit almost took me out.
Yeah.
You had to put your finger in it, and then
they put your finger on. They take a lighter
on your finger. Like, why would my
put your finger on fire?
I had to think about that. Like, why would my finger be burnt? I guess it was an experience.
It was the look that was like the python, because you only had to dip your little top of finger, and I guess that's how potent it was supposed to be with the alcohol. That's why it was. And I was like, well, last time I went out the country, I got third-degree burns. So
literally,
we're not gonna do this really fast. So by the time he put his finger, and the guy was laughing, it's on the recorded too. He was like, I put it right in my mouth. He was like, that was fast. You didn't give me a chance. No, thank you. I want my finger burned. And it's got my nails done before we came here. I know he lying.
Yeah, no, we was not trying to do that at all.
It was fun, and the group that was next to us, they did it right before, so we got to actually watch them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Do it before, but it was
dope. It was definitely a good experience.
Absolutely. Key and Black made us do it.
Yeah, they did. They was like, "You gonna come up here and do it? Come on." I'm like, "All right." And at first I said I was gonna do it. I was like, "Damn, maybe this might be life threatening."
When we saw that real snake, like, it's different from watching that little snake, that literal snake that was in that bottle was wild.
He said it was for 15 years in there.
Yeah.
I was like...
And it had, like, all this white stuff floating around. He's like, probably from the scale, from his skin.
It was about to be...
I was surprised she did it.
I know.
It was just floating and floating.
I'm a germaphobe.
But it was, we was all a little congested before that. That cleared all of them sinuses up.
You ain't lying. Took your breath away, too.
Absolutely.
But listen,
but you have to do it if you come. You got to do the Viper shots. It's something you just got to do.
It's just an experience.
Absolutely.
It was a good thing.
And then what do we do after that?
She wanted to go get pedicure. I said, I need my toes.
So we already had a pedicure, of course. Before we go catch a flight. And he's done. But I saw the sign, and sometimes you go and you're like, all right, I want to have a different experience. She shot it down immediately. She was like, you want to get a fungus? Like, we got antibiotics back in the States. She's like, but they're not here with us now. Okay, it takes a couple days before it really gets set in, the fungus to really set in.
Yeah, we'll be back home by then. This girl crazy. Yeah, she only know about this experience. No, we didn't experience enough, okay? Let's do safe things now. Like, oh my God.
You only get one life.
You ain't lying. We ain't got to do anything experience. Just some things.
Depends on what everything is.
I'm trying to think, what else did we do?
Then we went to breakfast at Estelle's.
Well, yeah,
that was nice.
The breakfast was good.
That was
good. Some good mimosas too.
And the watermelon juice here,
banging, amazing,
delicious. It's so pure that when I tried to mix my Don Julio and my Ciroc, it didn't even taste the same because it wasn't concentrated. So I was even more fucked up than I really wanted to be because I felt like it wasn't no real chaser. Okay? Wasn't no chaser. Wasn't chasing. It was straight.
It wasn't chasing nothing.
It wasn't
chasing your go pee. That was about it because it's water. So it's like flushing right out. I'm like, oh my God, this shit pure as hell. But it was good. It was good too. I ain't gonna hold you.
And where did we go? I'm trying to think of each day. I think day by day, where did we go? So after that, I think we were supposed to go to, that was the same night we were supposed to go out to dinner. But I think it rained. So then we got the boat, it was pouring. So we came back, and then I think we ate, we ate whatever we had here, I think, and we laid down. And then the couple that we came with, they never made it to dinner. Okay, so we all had to improvise. But we ain't haters. But they ain't make it to dinner. We're not gonna say no names.
We just not here in Black.
Bobby and Whitney.
Had us
So,
fucking cracking up.
so then we wound up going to Jamaican. Taz and I wound up going to the Jamaican spot down the street and got our curry goat, and that was the night for us. And then, well, no, not even the night for us, because then an hour later they're gonna come like, what's everybody doing?
They was all fully happy and shit. Like, yeah, you're ready.
4 hours later,
Like, it's 10 o'clock. No,
bye. We gonna bed. We done ate. Our stomachs are full. We done had the alcohol is pouring out the pores. Like, I just want to go to bed so we can see what the next adventure for tomorrow is.
Yes, pretty much. I was like, oh no. Yeah, it was definitely that. And then yesterday we went to the club. Club, it was only us five at first. And as soon as we went out, we said, no, we need some music. He started, well, he put that shit on.
But here they don't really go out, they said, till like midnight. So it was like we went to dinner and then we went straight from dinner because, you know, when you get a little older, you come back after eating dinner and lay down, you're not going back out. No. So we just said, we said, we're not going to go back to the house. We're not going to get comfortable. We're going to go straight out. So we actually go have some nightlife tonight. So we went to Allure.
Yes.
Yeah, Allure last night. And like you said, we were there when they opened. Like the DJ was just setting the hell up. He's like, we're just opening. We like, we know. Don't worry about it because if we go home, we come back out.
That was it. One and done.
And then it wound up being a really good night. Like a lot of people started coming in maybe like an hour later. I mean, we had a whole dance floor to ourselves.
Definitely was.
We was getting bottles.
Definitely popping. I'm like,
got the videos for that too. And then Gorilla came on.
Oh yeah, she was like, I thought I was acting. She was going to get in her shit. She's like, you know, you be doing that whole fucking hair thing. Like, girl, whip it.
Listen, I mean, don't talk to me what Gorilla doing. I hear them calling me like, D.
She was in the zone. We trying to get her to get a shot.
Shots after Gorilla, okay?
Hey.
After Gorilla song comes out.
Yeah, close. She's like, setting that shit up. Then it started getting packed up in there.
It did.
It did, which was good. It wasn't bad at all.
No, it was a nice vibe in there. It wasn't like, you know, where sometimes you go to other countries and it's like everybody's like, so this side. One thing about this country, everybody's pretty friendly.
Yeah,
they're pretty friendly, which has been really nice. You know what I mean? I felt safe. I never felt other than that creepy guy.
Yeah,
at all. Like, you know, they stop. Even the guys, like back home, you walk past the guy try to talk to you, they get mad at you like that bitch. Here they be like, okay, mommy, okay, mommy, you know what I mean? And they keep it moving, you know, but it's never like, oh, it's never nasty, you know what I'm saying? So it's super nice, you know what I mean? So it was just a good vibe. Is that Whitney?
Yeah.
Hi, Whitney. We was talking about y'all. Y'all made our podcast. We was talking about the trip and everything. What was the island that we went to? Cape Caulker?
Yeah, we went to Cape Caulker.
We went to Cape Caulker. We couldn't think of the name. It was Cape Caulker. Right.
Yes.
That's Whitney. That's what we're talking about. When we said Bobby and Whitney, that's okay. And my black bag on the thing in the little part in the front.
Where did y'all park at again? We right there by y'all's turquoise, right?
Estelle is number 19.
Black
and blue.
It's like right by you know how you gonna talk about. It's right by
Estelle?
Yeah, Estelle's right here. And we made that it was like a store right here. It's right after that. Like between the two other stores. It's got 19 on it. 19. Okay. Thank you.
It's between the two yellow like little fake toes, like where you gotta put the money in. It's the first two.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that's it. So they're gonna go return the golf course for us. Because that's, like I said, we said that's the only way you get around here. But it was fun. Like we really had a good time. Allure was the way we ended our night last night, and I think that's pretty much it. What else, Dre?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
The weather, and they were telling us if we ever come back in January, because they said the season's been pushed back. Where November used to be the rainy season, but now it's pushing into December too.
Yeah, we're gonna make this every year trip.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year or either the beginning of the year. But actually the guy that we met. We met Bubba. He used to be a
Yeah.
boxer.
And he lived in Texas. He spends half his time in Texas and half his time here.
He gave us a number two.
Yeah.
He was like a retired boxer. Cool as hell. But yeah, he told us to come like towards the end of December, or like he said like around this time, or the beginning of January. He said it doesn't rain as much, but we definitely gonna make it even like. Well, I love this apartment that we got, so we're gonna rent this shit again.
Yep.
And it has 6 different apartments here, so 6 different units. So we're gonna just let everybody else know. So moving forward in the future, we all end up coming down here and having a
It
good
was
time
nice,
again.
and it was actually nice. So I actually came with Drea and her cousins. So I got them. This is the first time I got to meet them, and we had such a good time. Like everybody's vibe. We were just saying that at dinner time. Sometimes you go on big trips or with people you don't know, and you like, oh my goodness. Or like Nakia said yesterday too. Like you go on a trip and someone's always like, "Are you okay? You okay? You okay?" I'm like, nobody's checking. Y'all grown. Like no, have a good time. Like the other day, they wound up going sightseeing. I didn't want to go. I wanted to just enjoy, being on vacation, laying in my hammock, watching movies and just sleeping. That's what I wanted to do. But I felt comfortable to not feel like
pressured.
yeah, like anybody felt like I was being funny, or it was a nice vibe. It was like, all right, now when I was still laying in the bed when they came back, they was like, all right, get your ass about the bed now. Come on,
Yes.
But everybody's vacation is for them. Like it's nice to have design things that you want to do and that little itinerary. But when people go on vacation too, you want to have that free day, and that's what today is, our free day. Yes, it was kind of a little free day too. We had a couple things we didn't do the day before, but it's nice. It's nice to just go on vacation, meet new people, network. Now we have other people to travel with, and I think for Black's birthday, he wants to go on to Bali.
Yeah, he going
to go to Bali.
He's a Pisces.
But before the Pisces season, it's always Aquarius season. First! Oh yeah!
Gonna fuck it up. Fuck it up. But I won't be here for my birthday, so.
Yeah, she's cutting away.
Yeah.
But we're gonna still have to turn on when she gets back or before.
Yeah, so we got February gonna fuck it up. March we gonna fuck it up. Take a little break in April, and then we're gonna really fuck it up in May. That's when we got the fashion show.
That's right, May 3rd.
And my people said they come fucking see our fashion show.
All the way from another state.
Yes, we gonna bring our people with us. Let's go.
That's right.
So
it's been awesome.
That's dope. And my family from Pittsburgh too, so it's like that support. Like I said, I feel like this. When you're good to people, people are good to you. You know what I'm saying? The people that don't know me, you just don't know me. And your opinion of me is just that. You can keep your opinion. But no matter who we hang around, the opinion of her, that's my dog, that's my best friend, that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? My family. So at the end of the day, we're gonna go, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna live, we're gonna enjoy ourselves, we're gonna see, hey, you need something, you good, we have each other's back. So if you don't got friends or family like that, then you fucking want the wrong people. Absolutely. You need to reevaluate your circle.
If you can't make money with your friends, enjoy life, travel, laugh, and it's not all about always the good times. Everybody has bad times, and those got to be the people that show up for you on the bad time and the good times. When you're winning season and when you're losing season. But we ain't losing over here, so we just winning.
It's just beginning, So stay tuned. We wanted to do it outside, but the people next door.
It's so loud. Y'all wouldn't be able to hear us, but it's beautiful outside.
Gorgeous. We're gonna attach some of the pictures to this at the end of the podcast once we do the editing and everything. But like I said, everybody have a good time. We encourage everybody to travel. When you out traveling, don't act like you got your nose up in the air. Speak to people, get to know people.
Say hi.
Yes, your humbleness and your kind way could go a long way. You never know who you might be helping, who you might not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, who you meet. And you might be entertaining, I always say you might be entertaining a walking angel. That's what my mother used to tell me. Like, don't think you better than other people, but, if you see somebody that's within need, like if it's an older person and you see them putting their bags in their groceries, ask them if they need a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying?
Hold the door for people.
Yeah,
it's not going to kill y'all. If you walking out the door and somebody, especially older people, I'm seeing so many of these young people with no respect for the older people. Like, it's terrible. Yeah. And as other people, we need to start checking it, because if you don't see it, it's hard, especially from our own dynamics. You know what I mean? You make sure that your kids do it. You make sure that your kids' friends do it. and stuff like that, because you got a lot of hard-headed kids that's don't have no morals. These parents out here not raising them with nothing, or the fact that they are so angry that they're not seeing things. So that's what we're saying. Take your kids out, travel, show them something different, teach them credit, teach them investments, teach them this stuff younger. Let's do it differently than what happened to us. That's it.
Because then you could give them a little head start, you know what I'm saying, on things. Because we ain't going to be around for them forever, you know what I'm saying? So they need to know how to make that residual income, you know. They need to know how to delegate, how to run a business, how to save money, how to travel and still be able to do things you want, rather than saying, oh, maybe 5 years from now I'll go to Bali. No, nigga, I'm going next year. Like, I'm going to go. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I ain't never in my life said I was going to do something and ain't do it. Yep. I tell people all the time, my biggest achievement is me putting this thing on my neck, the UMV me, because I always knew I wanted to do something with it. And I was like 21 years old. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. Now I'm 44 and got the business going and branching off and doing everything else. So it shows you that your dreams and your ambitions is all up to you. It's your determination and how you are going to navigate it in life. Nothing is untangible. I tell people that all the time. Nothing at all. Everything's within your being. Everything's within your reach.
Go out and get it.
Yeah, go out there and get it. Whether you get it with somebody who you close with, who you trust with, or get it by yourself. Like either one. Get it from the mud, but get it instead of working for somebody for the rest of your life. Ain't no fun in working for somebody. I don't like clocking in. No, like tomorrow I gotta go to work. Why I gotta go to work tomorrow? Mm-hmm. But I like my job. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is if I'm running a company, I can pick and go. I can do this traveling every single day. Every single day.
Yep.
So like I said,
and now being out here is a softer life.
It is.
Like, you know, when you say like, oh, this is where I want to be. Like, I want to retire. I don't want to have that hard 9 to 5, like you said, clock in the things. You have your own business. You can run your business from wherever you're at.
Remotely. That's what's about. Okay, let me do this here. Boom, boom, boom. I hit this out of the warehouse. All right, do this. But you have to physically go in there. Now you got to get up. Your timestamp for everything. You running your business in your pajamas. You know what I'm saying? I was hearing people hit me about bathing suits. I'm like, all right, well, wait till I get back, or I can have my son do it. But at the end of the day, like, that's how it's about. That's what it's about. Making money while you're relaxing and you're on vacation, or making money. That's it. That's what the idea should be. Yeah. Your mind should be so much more, how can I put it, ready to expand to do things rather than saying, oh, well, one of these days, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go. No, do that shit now. You're not promised today or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're not promised the next week. We're not even we barely promised next minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? So do what you want to do, or do what you have your mindset on now rather than waiting. You wait, you ain't never doing it.
Absolutely.
You ain't never doing it.
Wise words. So we will see you guys when we get back to the States for the next podcast. Hope everybody is well. And we are going to be out of here till the next time. Yeah. See ya.
Peace. Thanks for the support.
Always.
Thank you.